Okay, hello and welcome to another Recruit Club channel. This will be a continuation of the Temporal Recruit 2025. So, what I've done is I've gone to my Zen store and I've collected all the things I can just to make the gameplay a little bit better for myself. So, what we're going to do is follow the Welcome to Earth Spacedock tutorial so we can have a look at all the different things that are here. So the tailor on each area will be different. There's a Cardassian here, I think. Oh geez, I can't even remember what's on D-Face 9. I don't mess around with this stuff anymore.
Welcome to my shop. That's a fine replica uniform you have there. Mid-23rd century, yes. My compliments to your replicator. Now, if you'd like to update to something from this century, have a look around and let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
Thank you.
Hello. You can alter your uniform.
Okay, so let's modify what we have. Again, this might take a bit of time, but I just want to go through all the different, well, not all of them, but a few of the different options. So, if I apply this uniform to the character, he's now updated to a future thing. But as you can see, there are all these different types of uniforms we can apply. Again, it could take forever just to go through all the different... Ooh, none of that. Okay, so the uniforms. And actually, I want to change the look of the face. I don't want to get into too much detail with it because it can take a long time. Okay. What? Just purchase that just so it's done. Because sometimes you can misplace something and it just takes forever to go back and restart it. So, I'm going to leave him how he looks. So I'm not going to change the height or anything. I'm going to change the uniform. Okay, so all good things. As you can see, there's a lot more options here. All these little golden ticks are things that I have bought or received as rewards. So yours will only be where these gaps are. You won't have the open 3, you'll only have the Terry's 4, unless you have completed certain missions. So, I want to just find a decent looking uniform. What's going on here? It's freezing up again. That's next gen. Yeah, next gen season 1. What's this? Terran Odyssey. Ah, that's the Terran Empire uniform. Starfleet Academy. $23.99. Okay. He is an engineering, so I want to go with I think it's mustard. I think it's called mustard color from memory. It took me a while to remember. I like to highlight with white and black. I'm not seeing black, so more white. The undershirt. Can I get black for that? No. There's no black option. That's weird. There's normally a black option there. Okay, material. Not really much of a difference. Come on. Color configuration. I'm not seeing much difference between 1 and 3. No, stick with 1. What the hell was that? Oh, I received the temporal transponder for my missions. Gloves padded white. White and white. Nothing's changing. I don't know what's going on here. There should be things changing on the... No warrior stash. That's Worf's warrior stash from the next generation. Wrist attachment. Intel. I want that screen to be mustard color. Wrist attachment. Nothing on the other wrist. Rank. I won't bother doing that because I can get the rank to Admiral really quick. Hey, okay. So you can see all these different badge options. Actually, I want to zoom in a bit so they can... What's this? Alliance, yep. Part of the Alliance, so I'm going to go off the Alliance. I want a gold and black backing if possible. Nope. That's as dark as it's going to get. Left arm attachment, so that's up here. Terran blade. And again, mustard and... Oh, I don't want it tight, I want it loose. That's why I didn't have the options. Armband. There should be 3 color options here. So the mustard, white. That's not mustard, what the hell? And, oh, black, sweet. No arm attachment, chest gear. Utility pack 2. Again, choose the options of white. We will go with mustard for the pouches. Turn this. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. It's not 1, it's not 2, it's not 3. Ah, it's the 4th one. Okay. Okay, so the outside will be black, and the screen should be yellow. Engineering. Shoulder pads not required. Lower pants. No. Maybe. No. Tight pants. Captain Tight. Ah! Captain Tight Pants. Firefly. Okay. That just hit me out of nowhere. Oh, I can't change the color. That's weird. I thought you could change the color of the pants. Oh, lower. Category lower. Okay. Okay, and I want to change this again to a mustard with a black highlight. I want the boots to be a mustard. That is not white, that's mustard. Or orange. Better than nothing. White for black highlight. Okay, lower, I want that and that. Belt, I don't think. There we go. Don't think it's going to be much different from all the other stuff I've done. white with a mustard look and a white background. Hip attachments. Why not another dagger? White strap, black pouch, mustard handle. Nothing on the other hip. That's the uniform sorted. What the hell am I purchasing? I own everything. So this is what I mean. Sometimes it bugs out and it does that. You go back and come back and do the same thing. You won't have to purchase it. So this I'll save that outfit. Can I save it without outfits saved? Let's get out of here. Modify. Can I go back here? Where would I have saved that to? Well, that was a complete and utter waste of goddamn time, wasn't it? This is what I said earlier. Like, you've got to save.
Now you're looking sharp.
Okay, we have visited the tailor. Now we'll report to Admiral Quinn's office. He is the Starfleet liaison officer, basically. He is in charge of the Beta Quadrant missions. This is our temporal officer. Whenever we have to turn in missions, we come to him and he'll reward us. We won't be able to go to him until level 20.
I've recommended you for a command position on board a ship of the line. There are several fine ships available for an officer of your caliber. Head to the shipyard to select your new ship, then return to me for your assignment.
And again, we get another retrain token, which really, once you've set up your tactical, you're pretty much good to go. Okay, so we have to go head to the shipyard. And again, it's all one big area. It's one big floor. You've got turbo lifts. All that does is it takes you upstairs to this balcony. And you can, that's basically all you can do on here. That's the only other floor on this station that you can go to at this point. I would like them to... What the hell was that? That only happens when you get something. Oh, I reached the area. Okay. I would like them to give us a personal quarters on a space station or a planet where we can actually display the equipment and items we have. That'd be pretty cool. But I don't know how the memory storage on the mainframe would be with hundreds, if not thousands, of characters all saving everything in a display unit. Okay, speak with the ship vendor. That's the acquire ships. And if you remember, there was only 3 options at the first starbase. Now, as you can see, I haven't changed the settings, but all these extra ships have come in. So if I go to all ranks, this is every single ship that you can get. And as you can see, there's quite a few. It only shows about 12 at a time. But again, if you want to go for a tactical sort of build, you want to look for cruisers. Okay, so we're all ranks. Now we're a lieutenant commander. These are the cruisers that we can get. Now, as a new player, without having spent any money or getting any rewards, this is the only ship you can get at the moment. As you can see, you can buy the ship with the token the Admiral gave you. But if you grab another ship, again with all these categories, if you grab another ship, you can actually come back and buy this with credit and dilithium. So you'll get energy credits and dilithium, and you can purchase these. These ones are purchased through the Zen store. The only difference between this and this is the skin. But you can actually change the skin between the two, so you can have both variations on the ships, just by going to the customization. Yep, okay. So as you can see, all I had to do was wait around a while and someone will invite you to join a fleet. If you already have a character in a fleet, you can go to that character and send this character a fleet invitation. All you have to do is accept it when you log back in. Okay, so the difference between this is the seating here. If you look down here, there's two engineering consoles, a tactical and a science. Now there are two science consoles. The weapon, the ship layout doesn't really change. I think the hull might go up. So this is 19.5. No, ship modifier. Turn 9.4. 9.4. Yeah, so basically at the lower levels, all you get is an extra console slot. And quite a few of the very good consoles that you want to be using are going to be the really good quality ones. Okay, so I'm just going to collect those. Again, with this, if you open up the category, you're going to get more and more ships. Almost every ship has a STO variant, which just gives you an extra console slot. Also a piece of equipment on the ship, which we'll have a look at right now. So, this is the original Enterprise. This is the upgraded Zen version. So you get an extra console slot, and you also get a special piece of equipment. You can acquire these in other ways sometimes. Not every piece of equipment can be acquired in more than one way. Sometimes you have to get the ship. Or if you get the legendary variant, you can sometimes get the piece with the legendary. And the legendary will normally unlock all the previous skins as well if you want to change that. So, let's go here. Customize the ship. And as you can see, we've got the original Enterprise look. And we've got different variations, including the two we just bought. I'm not really seeing much of a difference, but again, it's the light. The lighting in here can be a bit... Oh, things are more pronounced. Okay. Constitution refit. So this should be the motion picture era. Yep, there you go. And again, for each one of these templates, you've got different skins for that. Different windows for that. And I'm just going to go with the original because having watched the original and growing up with it, I do actually enjoy this particular look. So I'm just going to apply that, even though it should already... Do you want to save the... I didn't make any changes, but... Okay. Actually, I want to get... No, I'll get the shuttle later on. Don't need it now. It's only like one mission you need it and 1 or 2 TFOs. So we have to go back to Admiral Quinn to let him know that we've collected what we were told to do.
I see you chose a fine ship with a top-notch crew, one of Starfleet's best. I hope you're ready to get back out there. A situation has come to my attention, and I'd like you to look into it.
Okay, so that is Welcome to Earth Spacedock final. Oh, there's so many tabs. Episodes, Klingon War. So we finished that. We got the rewards for it. These are assignments that become available. As you can see, there was only... Actually, this was empty before we came through time. And as you can see, there are quite a few different available options. This is like a fleet admiral. He's the... Well, he is the fleet admiral. He's Admiral Quinn. He's admiral everything. But he's more like a junior fleet admiral. And he will give you some of these sort of missions. If you want to buy training manuals, Admiral Quinn's office, down the stairs and to the left, this character will tell you what training is all about. So he's just an information NPC. He's not really necessary. Here you can claim special officers. Doesn't really matter, they're green. They're not going to be worth much. So back in time we only had these 3 options. Now we have Zenstore options. Again, each culture, each species has their own cultural trait, and each what is it? Each specialization, tactical science and engineering, they all have their own special trait, and then they'll have 1 or 2 random traits thrown in there. So, I want a female, it doesn't really matter if it's male or female, but I'll get a female tactical. Actually, wait a minute. No, she's tactical, isn't she? I don't want Cassie. She's tactical, so I want a science and engineering. Okay, so as you can see, the tokens are gone. I got those again. You pay for them and they stay here. Okay, something's frozen up. So, as you can see, they are right here. So I think I've bought a couple of them over the years, so I've got a couple available, and each crew member gets that option. So I can claim, I don't know how many of these I've claimed over the years. I've claimed all this other stuff already, it's all in here. So that's where you can claim special bridge officers. Now I don't know what the human veteran is. I don't even know where to get the token for this one, to be honest. But as you can see in here, they are all purple. In here, you can start off at the bottom, I think. No, these are just junior officers. These are just basics. Your purple officers will be at your fleet and other off-located spaces. So, the android... the T8. Not the T8, the 0817. Is that it? No. No idea what it... Hack model android used by Federation. Doesn't tell me what... That's the 08? The hell is this? Well, anyway, there's so many different things to go through. Anyway, get your bridge officers here, basic, and then some specials. This is where you'll get your training manuals. Keep in mind that they will cost energy credits, which you will be finding how many you've got here. You will not start off with very little, but as you progress through the game, you'll collect credits and you can sell things at the exchange for more credits. Also, as you saw with the officers, it costs dilithium to buy them as well, so you have to refine the dilithium to be able to afford certain things. With each one of these training manuals, you would need expertise to train your crew. So, for Cassie, I want to promote her. Now, I can promote her up 1 level to Lieutenant. She's Lieutenant Junior grade. I can upgrade her to Lieutenant because I am a Lieutenant Commander. So I can promote any crew below me up to the level below me, which would be just a Lieutenant. So if I promote her, she now goes to Lieutenant full grade. When you upgrade your bridge officers, what you will unlock is the next tier of their abilities. So at first you could only use these 2, which is the the ensign rank. This is the lieutenant rank, as you can see here. Now she can use 2 different bridge, 2 different station traits. So she has this ability here unlocked, but she's not trained well enough in it to use it. So she can use these 2. So therefore you can use these 2 traits. On the ground, she can only use those first 2 traits. So when you're promoting them, it costs experience. As you can see, it dropped. And then you have to buy the training manuals, and then you've got to use the experience to train them. So it's not really worth training them before you get to a certain level, maybe 40 or 50. It's when you get to the Admiral and you can upgrade them to their full rank, Commander, that it's worth starting to train them. By then you should have accumulated quite a bit of expertise. What else would you do? Okay. Down there, honestly I don't even go down here, so I don't even remember what's down this way. Assignments, which aren't really necessary. Your assignments will be active here, and again you have to be level 11, so one more level and you'll be able to use those. Speak with the fleet ambassador. This is basically this tab. You'll bring up your fleet. As you can see, so this is probably stuff they introduced to the game before they fully fleshed out everything. So these are more interacting to be role-playing rather than to be of any actual use. Security officer, you will accumulate certain endeavors, which are daily quests through the game. Some of them are to come to the security officer and hand in certain pieces of equipment and contraband. Okay, so this is Admiral Crin's office. We've had a quick look here. These terminals are all throughout the stations. You've got mail, bank, and exchange. We can introduce ourselves, but that's pretty much all we can do for now.
Greetings, how can I assist you today? Or in the future?
I am Temporal Agent. How can I claim my rewards?
Use the Temporal transponder in your inventory to access Temporal Agent rewards.
Back.
Greetings, how can I assist you today? Or in the future?
What rewards have been unlocked by my other characters? You need to be level 20, and when you do that, you'll see that all my Delta recruit, my Klingon recruits, my other Temporal recruits, and Delta Temporal Discovery Legends recruits. I've unlocked all those goodies, which will just help speed up my progress in the game. We've had a look at the Spacedock. Over here is just someone to interact with. This is a disco party area, so as we get closer you might hear the music. And then I don't think that's actually anything in there from memory. Oh, okay. Maybe you have to go upstairs. Again, I don't mess around with this. I normally just play the game, play the missions. No, you can hear the music now. Yep, it's upstairs. Upstairs is the club. Or maybe not. Why can I hear the music in the hallway but nowhere else? That is weird. Okay. You can buy food and drink. These are just NPCs. When you hover over someone, its character, the name will pop up on the screen, unless you've got that turned off. I believe there are some characters to interact with in this area, but maybe not. Again, just eye candy, making the starbase fleshed out and more lived in, I guess. Off to the side here looks like a medical center. Yes, medical. Assignments officer, I believe. Heal injuries. So when you... Pop that one. There is an option somewhere, again, it's not something I screw around with on my characters, is you can actually upgrade the difficulty of the game. So in standard gameplay, if you're injured or die, you just respawn. With harder levels, when you die, your body actually takes an injury that has to be replaced or repaired, and that injury can actually hinder nerf your ability to do certain things. Okay, so this is General Quinn's office. You will more than likely be entering through the transporter, going past Quinn's office. That is the tailor. Off to the right of the tailor, you will find a place to buy equipment and consumable commodities. Okay, one of these characters, so this one's the information officer that tells you what's happening in here, and this is the officer you can buy from, and there's the tailor right there. As you can see, the weapons here are next generation era, so you can't get that level, that type 1 phaser from the 23rd century here. You will be using phasers from this era, and as you can see, there's some on display. Over here you'll get commodities. These will be used to create this information. These things can be used to either sell or use in your duty assignments to finish those duty assignments. You'll need a couple, like 5 to a dozen of them. So you'll be collecting these as you play, or you can just buy them here. People do sell these on the exchange to get rid of them because they collect a lot. Some people farm them just to sell them. Again, you got mail, bank, and all that sort of stuff. Whenever there is an event on, this is where you'll more than likely meet the event information person. So they will have a little icon above their heads, or they will just be so present, like Q will be sitting in a golden throne, you'll see him. Some of the characters will be very visible, otherwise they'll be standing here with a little icon above their head, and you'll know that the event's active. You talk to them and they can send you to that event area. This is the main hub where you'll spend a lot of your time. As you can see, there are a lot of people just standing around. They're looking at their bank. They may be reading their mail, which is no longer necessary. So before, when you had something in your mail, you had to go to the console to collect it. They've now changed it that you can actually collect it from the tab here. It doesn't matter if you're in space, on a station, on your ship, on a planet. You can send and receive mail right there. Okay, I am going to quickly check my account bank so that I can set this up better, as well as grab the training manuals I want to get. Okay, here they are. Where's the 150? Right there. Yep. So I want to use about 3 or 4 of these things. I want to get my experience up faster. That means I'll get promoted faster. Okay, so let's have a look at the exchange. That's not what I wanted to do. Having to reapply all these different things on all the different characters as you build them is quite annoying. So, as you can see here, there are different ways of sorting out what you're going to be buying. Obviously, you don't want to be getting the most expensive thing. You want to be looking for the cheapest thing, so that's the basic. But when they sell things in groups, so let's have a look at this thing here. Hopefully there's some in the market to look for. This is not a good one to look for. Okay. Not a good one to look for. Not a good one. Okay, so this is it here. So as you can see, the cheapest price is 500. The cheapest value is 200. So when you're getting allotments of more than one, of items that can be stacked, you want to be looking at ascending price per unit. That will put the cheapest one at the top, and then you can work your way down. So there are different ways to look at things. Again, when you're looking at a prize pack, you might be looking for the most expensive prize pack. simply because that is the one you're looking for. It's just easier to find it. Then once you got the name, you can type the name in there, change it back to a sending price, and then find the cheapest version of that particular prize pack. The later the very earliest prize packs would be the most expensive because they're the rarest ones and hardest to get. And also the ones that are latest are somewhat expensive because people want to get the latest thing. The ones in the middle kind of vary between like 3 million and 30 million credits per item. Like it is crazy how quickly it changes. Okay, so you can see here everything is highlighted. When I go to sell, the things that are doled out, I cannot sell those. I own those. They are bound to my character or my account. I cannot sell them. So if I drag these things here just to make it easier for myself, move you. I can't move that because it's kind of locked in place. Again, all of these items can be sold. So what I want to do is I want to come over here. I want to send this here. I want to get rid of that accuracy, simply because that can really. Actually, I'll actually show you. Hopefully, it will actually do what I'm saying, so that I can actually show you. Oh, there's nothing there anyway. Now, why would this level 2 green be 9.5 million? Why is it? Oh, I've got it in descending. I forgot to change that back. So, why would such a weak piece of equipment be $9 million when we have a level 4 blue? Again, we'll get rid of this. It's kind of hard to show you this when these things do not want to cooperate. Okay, so this is a level 4 torpedo launcher. It's only $2,000. Roughly between 10 to 15 is probably what your average cost is going to be. 10 to 15. So why would a level 2 be 9 million? That's because these sorts of things are, again, the Temporal officer got them. They're rare in the game. Some people like to play in a specific way. They may want these particular phases, so people gouge the price. So if I were to put this in here, sell it at 9 million, I could come back tomorrow, have 9 million credits in my account, or I come back tomorrow and these are 5 million. The most expensive one could be 5 million instead of 9.5 because someone else has come in and undercut the price, someone else has come in and undercut that price, so on and so forth. So these people know they're not going to be able to sell at 9 million, so they drop it down to 5 million to match that low price. So if you find these to be too expensive, I would recommend just coming back every couple of hours or once a day just to check the price variation. That could backfire on you. You can't come back tomorrow and these could be 12 million each. Like, it is all over the place. It is very random and all over the place. Again, with this should be somewhat expensive as well because of, well, there you go. That is not the original series. This is the original series. And you can see this price jump. It's 400,000 difference. Because some people just want that look. Some people just want that engine. So if I put this at 480, again, I could come back tomorrow and it'll be 300,000. These things are quite useless. Normally about 4 to 6. There you go, 5 to 24. There's a big jump there. So if I sell this at 5, and again, why would I sell that at 5 when I can make millions of credits? Because every single cent counts. You may only have a couple of cents difference, and that might be the difference between getting that piece of equipment. And again, these are 25. They're a common. If I undercut everyone and put it at 24, I do another search. Mine is now there at 24. So again, level 2 phaser. This is a standard Federation 24th century. $300. Now, did I have this one here? A level 1 phaser. This is a 1-1. This is a Federation level 2.
Paris shuttle arriving at docking
150,000 cheapest. So the rarer the item, the more you're probably going to have to pay for it, or the more you can get for it. And also, if it's a low level, like maybe up to about 4 or 5, and it's a purple, people are going to pay more for that than they would, or they'd probably pay the same amount for that purple level 1 as they would for a purple level 10. Simply because when you go to upgrade, every time you upgrade, bit of the lithium cost, you upgrade, you've got a very small chance of this going up from rare to very rare. Very small chance. So if it's already at level, if it's at level 1, 2, or 3, and it's already at very rare, then the chances of getting it to an epic are a lot cheaper for the person. So these things can be more expensive at lower levels than the high level, the same high level quality. And that's pretty much how the exchange works. Again, anything that you can't sell should be darkened out. All of this equipment that I've collected throughout the game, even some of the rewards, can be sold. With the rewards, some of them are bound to your account as soon as you get them, so you can only sell what it allows you to sell. Again, if you're playing with a harder difficulty, you will want to have hyper sprays. So instead of going to a Starfleet Doctor, you can get these, and again you can see there's not many on the market because people will buy these up pretty quick. A lot of people play hardcore gaming, and this is what they would need to heal themselves. These are the ship variant components. Again, I think there's minor, major, critical. Okay, let's go again. These can stack, so from about 2,898 to 2,000. So it almost dropped $1,000 in value, on cost, I should say, if you go by stack per item rather than cheapest price. So you've always got to keep that in mind. You might, even I forget. I've been doing this for 15 years, and even I forget sometimes, like, why the hell is it that price? And then I remember I haven't changed it. Okay. Again, if you know what you're looking for, you type it in there. You can find, type in Borg. Again, we'll have a quick look at this. Just type in Borg, and you've got all these Borg equipment. There are 326 items. As you can see, the cheapest is 10,000. If we go to descending price, 1.5 billion for a Borg Vanity Shield. That just gives your ship kind of a Borg skin, makes it look like it's partially assimilated. Borg Assimilator Dreadnought, that was one of the latest ships released, and as you can see, it's bloody expensive. So if I put Borg Sim, and I'll go by ascending price, so 1.5 billion. Well, there's only 2 on the market and they're both the same price. But again, no one should be spending that much. The most you should spend on this is a couple of 100 million. These sort of ships. So this person has probably just put this in here as a extra bank slot. You leave it in there and it just stays there, and it gives you an extra spot in your inventory. So maybe they don't plan on selling them, and if someone does buy them, they've made a shit ton of money. Okay, so that's your exchange. Again, the mail is quite redundant because you can just do it here. But you get close enough. Actually, no, I don't think you can send. Oh, yes, you can still send. So up here you can see it tells you once you hover over there, you must provide a handle. So my handle is @ZZZ. So if I type that in, oh, how come that's not working? I should be all connected to all my other captains. @ZZZ. What if I just write ZZZ? Okay, this is weird.
There will be a short downtime for the exchange.
Huh. That should have brought up all my different captains. Again, your bank. So I've got nothing in my actual account. So I can move any of this stuff. So this stuff here are vanity shields. They just make your ship look different. I have no interest in using these at this point. This is for the summer event, which is over. These are vanity pets, which I don't care to have around me. Like, I don't have in my backpack because they take up space. I just shove in my bank. These are tip modules, which I don't use. And these are pieces of equipment I don't use. So I'm going to get rid of all the stuff that I really don't have a need for. These consoles aren't quite what I want to use on my ship, so I'll get rid of these. This is a low level. That's a pet. Phaser. Phaser. I'm gonna have to go through all of that, and yeah, but basically get the gist of it. The account bank is any character can put in here, and then any other character can take back out. I think that's pretty much Space Earth Dock. Just trying to think. There is not much else to show you. I'll probably show the turbo lift just to show you how it's just eye candy, basically. So there are turbo lifts throughout the station. There are 2 on the other side. There are 2 here. And as you can see, we're just above. Where are we? Can I see it? Yeah. So that's where you buy your ships. You can fall down here. You take a bit of damage. 100 damage. Yeah. If you have any questions about specific questions, I can probably do a quick video on that, but that's pretty much the gist of it. When you're playing the game, you're going to be interacting with these characters. Every station should have a very similar selection of NPCs. Every station is going to have a different layout. Obviously, a Klingon station is not going to be built like a Federation station. A Romulan station is not going to be built like a Federation station. So, yeah. If you have any questions, leave them down below and I'll try to answer them as best I can. If you like what you've seen, let me know. If you didn't like what you've seen, let me know why so I can improve. Just ask you to keep it civil in the conversations down below. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.